have a very special guest here, 6'3", combo guard, very explosive, one of the best guards in the country, Jahcobi Neath. What's up, Jahcobi? How you doing?
What's going on? Thanks for having me.
So we're gonna jump right into it. So Jahcobi, talk about your start in basketball. Like, when did you start playing basketball?
I didn't really start playing basketball too young, probably about 7 or 8. When I moved to Florida, my first sport was soccer. And I moved to Florida when I was about 8 years old, but my first sport was soccer,
Right.
and then I took up baseball. And then
You played baseball?
Yeah, I played baseball.
Okay.
And then while playing baseball, there was a basketball park across the street. And the best baseball player in our league
Right.
would also work out on the basketball
On the
court
basketball
on the
court.
weekends. So
Okay.
me and my dad saw that, and we made friends with them. And
Was he
that's how I
a
picked
black
up-
guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Okay.
then that's how I picked up basketball, and then I just took it from there ever since.
So talk about how you started. Where did you start playing basketball? Like, what city? Was it here in Toronto?
Nah, it was in Palm Beach, Florida.
In Palm
where
Beach,
I
Florida.
live.
So are you from Palm Beach, Florida? Like, explain how that connects to Toronto.
So I was born in Toronto.
Okay.
So I love Canada. I was born in Toronto.
Okay. All right, Canada.
And then I lived here till I was about 7.
Okay.
And then one summer I moved there. And
Right.
it was unexpected. I was kind of mad about that.
Okay.
But I moved there when I was about 7 or 8. And then basically it was a fresh start for me. I made friends and started like taking sports a little serious there. Not too serious, but just for fun. And
Right.
then that's where my sporting career started.
So what age did you come back to Toronto? So you're born in Toronto. You moved to Florida. You pick up basketball from your baseball guy. You start working on your game. When did you come back to Toronto?
I came back to Toronto 2 years ago, so when I was 15.
When you're 15. Okay. So now you're here in Toronto. What high school do you attend? Like, how does it all start to work out?
So going back to when I first got here, everybody knew the hype about WIGGINS and things like that.
Right,
and
right.
we had some connections with the WIGGINS family. Like when I used to go to private school when I was younger here in Toronto,
Right.
Andrew Wiggins' mom was actually my teacher.
Oh,
Like
word.
at my private school. So like we didn't really know that until he became popular. So it was a weird situation.
Okay.
But so we decided to attend Vaughan because that was really one of the only schools that I
So
knew.
Vaughan Secondary School, the same school as Andrew Wiggins?
Yeah, same
Okay.
school as him.
Okay.
And then yeah, I went there.
Okay. So you're at prep right now. Why didn't you stay at Vaughan Secondary School? Why did you go to prep school?
I had a pretty decent year at Vaughan, but I felt like I could have got a lot more out of myself. And Coach Rowe Russell also felt the same way.
Okay.
And so he wanted to give me a new opportunity, basically like a fresh start to prove myself and start a new team, lead a young squad, a new
Right.
program,
Right.
and just really prove myself and show the world what I could do.
Right. So coming from Florida, going into Vaughan, were you the best right away? Like, talk about your Vaughan experiences, the year at Vaughan. Like, were you the man? Like, what happened?
So the year of Vaughan, I went to the school year pretty timid. I didn't really know anybody, and like I'm thinking like, how am I gonna make the team? Nobody knows me, but I just trusted in my work, and so I knew my goal was to make the senior team, and that's what I did. So I made the team, and then it started off pretty good, but I didn't think that I was really showing my best ability. I didn't really think I was really letting everybody see what I
Did you
could
get a
do.
lot of playing time though?
Not really.
Okay.
I didn't really get a lot of playing time. I was probably like the 9th man off the bench, so
Oh,
I'd play.
man.
So I'd play like blowout to like some close games. I get like 1 or 2 minutes when our point guard needed a break, but I didn't really have the best year there.
So tell me like the big names that were on that team that you.
The biggest name everyone knows is Andrew Nemhard. He was our
Okay,
starting
Andrew
point
was on
guard.
that team. Okay.
Yeah, he was phenomenal that year. He was had a real breakout year
Okay.
as a grade 10.
So you were playing behind him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was playing behind him.
That's tough.
Yeah, and we're close friends, but like it was kind of hard being a close friend
Right.
while he's getting all the minutes and all
Right.
the shine. But I had to just embrace that. I mean, I couldn't hate on him or nothing. He was doing his thing, so
Right.
just had to live with it and just get better and just learn off of that.
Okay, so you had your year at Vaughan. Okay, you came back to Canada. Now you're at Crestwood Prep. Talk about why you chose Crestwood Prep and why you didn't go to the United States, back to the United States for prep school.
All right, so I did my first year at Vaughan, and it didn't really go great. It was a learning experience, so it wasn't a bad year, don't get me wrong, but it was a learning experience, but it wasn't what I expected.
Right.
Vaughan was a great school. I loved going there, but my family and I and Coach Rowe, who was really the main coach that had a lot to say in my decisions, thought that I could have like a better opportunity to be able to prove myself and like get my name out in the city and all over Canada and America.
Right.
So he was starting a prep school that year, a new school that was just starting up a basketball program.
Okay.
So he decided that he would have a couple kids transfer to really like get that school's name out there and be able to showcase our talents.
So why prep? Tell me why prep. Why didn't you, like Vaughan is a big time school, Andrew Wiggins went there, like why didn't you just do your years there, become the man, finish school? Why did you go to prep? What are the benefits to prep school?
Not only prep school alone is a great benefit, but it's also the coaches and who they know and what they can do for you.
Okay.
So going there I felt was a big accomplishment because Coach Rowe really has a lot of college coach links and pro scout links. So going there put me on a good pedestal to showcase my game in front of scouts, because he'll bring coaches into our practices and our open training and things like that in our games. So that's what really helped with my recruitment.
Okay, so it brings NCAA Division I coaches to the school?
Yeah, all the time.
Okay, that's fantastic. So tell me, I'm very interested to hear how a day is in Crestwood. Like what do you do? What does Jahcobi do every single day at Crestwood?
All right, so not every single day, but at least 3 or 4 days out of the week. School starts at about 8:35, so I'll wake up early and I'll take the bus to school early so I can get on the shooting gun or get in a workout with the guy I train with, Marlo Davis.
Right.
So we'll get in early. I start a workout at about 7, so we'll go about 7 a.m. to 8:15.
Right.
And then I'll get dressed, shower up, go to class, we'll have lunch, whatnot. The school day will end. We'll always have either a practice if it's in season or off-season workouts right after school about 4:30. So we'll have like an hour to eat and like do homework, because like it's a private school, so our schoolwork's like very important. So we gotta take that serious. So we get our schoolwork done, stuff like that. So off-season workouts will either be in the weight room first, then we'll get on the court or we'll go on the track and stuff like that. Whatever they have planned for us, that's what we do.
Okay, so tell our audience kind of your schedule at Crestwood Prep. Like name some of the top programs you play against and tell me how you did in those programs. Like how you did, like how you played against those guys.
We played a lot of tournaments around Canada, because last year we weren't in any of the prep leagues like OSBA or MPA, but we played a lot of teams that were in those prep leagues. So we played exhibition games against some schools like St. Mike's and different OSBA schools. We played games in America. We went to Oak Hill, played them at their house. Okay. And this year we'll also have another pack schedule.
So talk about Oak Hill. How was Oak Hill? Like what was that experience like?
The Oak Hill experience was good for me. And it was a long drive over there. I mean, the school's in the middle of nowhere. Up in a mountain. So the drive was kind of exhausting, but we really learned a lot from that. We learned what level you need to be at to go D1. When you want to go D1, those are the guys you'll be playing against. So they got on us, but we learned a lot from that game. We played hard, and we just gave it our all, but came out short.
Okay, so you are one of the top guards in the country right now. Name a few of your offers. Like, tell me about your NCAA Division I offers and interest right now.
Right now, I hold 3 offers from St. Bonaventure, Tulane, and San Francisco University.
So where is Tulane?
Tulane is in New Orleans.
New Orleans, and then St. Bonaventure is New York?
New York, yeah.
Okay, and then San
Francisco.
San Francisco, okay, West Coast. Okay, and so talk about, like, how does an NCAA Division I offer you? Like, how does that even happen? How did it happen?
Some of them were through my coach, Coach Rowe.
Okay.
And some of them would hit me up through text message. And, like, they'll get some small talk going, and then they would...
So is it, like, the head coach? Like, how does that happen?
Sometimes I'm not even sure if it's the head coach or the assistant, to be honest. But
so they'll just text you and say, it's somebody from...
Yeah, the San Francisco coach, he texted me and said, hey, my name is Coach this, and he let me know it was good.
How do you even get your number? Like, how does that even happen?
Honestly, I really don't know. I don't know. Because most of the time, when I know it's a coach, I'll check my phone, and it'll be an unsaved number, so I'm thinking it's most likely a coach. So it's happened with a couple schools.
Okay. So when, have you been on any visits yet?
No official visits.
So when do you like plan to officially visit the school? Like, is it something that they set up, or is it that you set up? Like,
it's like pretty much both of us. Like, we'll both decide. So probably this fall or next summer.
Okay.
Get the school year done with, and then go next summer.
Okay. All right. So talk about let our fans know about the EYBL, the Nike EYBL. What is it all about? Why should kids even consider playing in that league? Like, talk to me about it.
All right, the EYBL is hands down the best AAU circuit out there right now.
Okay.
It's basically all the top kids
right.
in the nation
mm-hmm.
and from Canada
right.
in one setting, one major setting. So it's all Nike teams.
Okay.
So you have all the gear you need, all the scouts, and it's just a great experience.
So who pays for all the gear? Like, you guys get sneakers and uniforms?
Yeah, so Nike will pay for
Nike pays all of that stuff? So you go on different sessions, right?
Yeah.
So like they may have like a tournament in California and Virginia and Indiana. So like who pays for you to go out there?
Like our team will like deal with it. Like so like not really like exactly sure, but some of it's like Nike and some of it's like the coaches deal with it through sponsorships and things like that.
Oh, okay. So Nike doesn't pay for everything. They just equip you with the gear.
With 17Us, I think they pay for everything. With 16Us, it might be different.
So talk to me about EYBL a little bit. Like, so when you play, are college coaches at the game? Like, what is the whole concept around the EYBL?
Actually, the 2 sessions that I went to, because there was 4, but our team Toronto Longhorns only played 2.
Okay.
And the 2 sessions we were in one of them was live period and one wasn't. So we played the Indiana session. Okay. And we played the one in California. So the one in California had a couple coaches there. Tom Izzo was actually there at our game.
Okay, all right, Michigan.
And we had Florida State.
All right.
So yeah, it was pretty good.
Okay, so talk to me about the competition. So you said the EYBL has all the best players in the country. Like, who did you play that you would say is like, a top guy?
Honestly, I don't care about names like that. Right. So every team had a solid group of players, but I'm not really like looking at guys saying, like "Oh, this is that guy, this is that guy." So you're not
starstruck,
nah,
pretty much.
Nah.
Okay, so you're a top guy in the country, you're a top guard in the country. How do you get anointed? Like, who tells you? Like, does somebody come up to you and say, "Okay, well, you're number 3 or you're number 5"? Like, how does the ranking happen?
I think it's all through like. Almost like it's like a new generation. I'll say like our generation based a lot on social media. So it's really who has like the buzz on social media. Okay. You see a lot of guys get tweets and you'll see them tweet out who has interest from where and who has offers from where. Right. Who's ranked this, who was on ESPN, things like that. So that's where it really comes from. Just like a lot of buzz. Right.
So it's so it's the buzz. So talking about buzz, I seen you play. I definitely think you're a top, guard. I think you're gonna be an NBA player. But tell me why you think your name is not up there. Like, why are you so underrated? Why are you not RJ, Andrew, so RJ Barrett, Andrew Nembhard, and then you? Like, why are you not in that conversation right now?
Honestly, I think coming from Florida 2 years ago, I think I was kind of late on the scene with, like, getting, like, my popularity out there and stuff like that. Right. Like, RJ and Andrew are great players. They've been doing this since a young age. Like, they've been in... like the cadet camps and like all that stuff, Team Ontario, Team Canada. So I feel like coming here from Florida at 15, they've been doing this since they're like 10, 11, 12. Right. And they've been those top players and they've been very consistent all throughout that. Right. So coming late, I was kind of like a new guy on the scene. So like, who is this guy? Like, so I really had to prove myself like every game to try to get my name out there. So it was harder for me to do that, but.
You get in there. Yeah. Okay, so would you say that you are just as good as RJ and Andrew?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely, hands down. Yeah. Okay, so if you was to play RJ today, 1-on-1, he's supposed to be the number 1 player in the world right now.
I'm winning.
Who would win?
I will.
Game to 7. What would the score be?
He's big, so I think he'll try to post me up and use his strength against me. But I'm On the perimeter, I don't think he would stay in front of me like that. So
what would the
I
score
think
be?
it'd be close. I'd say 7-5.
7-5? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so what about Andrew? Andrew's your brother. I'm pretty sure y'all had some one-on-one battles.
Yeah.
Especially at Vaughn.
Yeah.
So today, Jahcobi today and Andrew today, who would win in the game to say?
All right, so let me say this. When we used to play at Vaughn, I never had a jumper.
Okay.
So I worked on my jumper, so I think I'll beat him now because everyone knows I'm pretty explosive, pretty fast getting to the rack.
Right.
Like, my game is getting to the rack.
Right.
But now that my jumper has gotten more consistent, I think that I'll beat him in a one-on-one. Because he's a good defender, but I'll hit jumpers and use my craftiness.
Okay, Andrew, you're ranked number one point guard. You got to tell me, who's going to win the game. So my next question to you is, I seen you play in Indiana, okay? You're pretty explosive. For the kids out there that are trying to be explosive just like you, what do you do? Like, what your mentality is very vicious. I seen you come down on a break and just try and dunk on guys. Like, how does that, how do you develop the confidence to go in and just dunk on a guy? Like, what do you do every day?
Honestly, it's just trusting your work ethic. I even heard Michael Jordan say it once when he was younger. He was nervous in games that maybe he wasn't going to jump high enough to make his dunk and stuff like that.
Right.
But when you put the work in and worked on your legs and stretch and do everything you need to do to be at your highest potential, to jump as high as you can, run as fast as you can, you just got to trust yourself and know that.
So are you saying you stretch all the time? You saying you stretch every day?
Everybody that knows me, I take a long stretch before.
Okay.
Because I got to take care of my body. Like, I do a lot of leg workouts and stuff like that.
So you're not lazy? Because when I used to play, I was so lazy with stretching. Like, I would stretch a little bit here or there, but...
I do a lot. I even do yoga sometimes.
You do yoga?
Hot yoga, yes. It's good.
So how many times do you lift in a week?
In a week?
Right.
Probably like 3 times a week.
3 times a week?
3 times a week.
And would you say that's enough? Like, does that push your body enough to do what you need to do?
Yeah, because if you're doing the right, it's not just about lifting, it's about what you're doing in the weight room. Right. So if you're getting a good workout in, that next day you will be sore. So that next day you probably do legs or stay in the gym or something like that, and then the day after you get back in the weight room. So.
Do you do a lot of push-ups and chin-ups and stuff?
Yeah, a lot of like body weight. Not too much like weighted stuff, but like a lot of body weight.
So when did you start lifting? When was it that you seen that, okay, you know what, I got to start lifting, I got to get bigger? Like, when did that happen?
Probably when I started going to Vaughn.
Okay.
All my teammates that was probably the first team I was on where guys were really in the weight room, going hard in the weight room. And so we had like weight room sessions.
15?
Like yeah, 15.
Yeah. So what were the weight room sessions like?
They were good. They were active. We have music going. Our coach loved to play music and stuff. All the guys will hype each other up because we're trying to get each other better. Like, trying to see everyone do better. So we'd be in there. We'd really get after it. We wouldn't waste any time. Okay. Just focus on our bodies, get stronger.
So you're going to graduate in 2019. You're going to go to college. I definitely think you're going to be a pro, an NBA player. What NBA team would you want to be drafted to and why?
I never really thought of that. Honestly, it doesn't really matter to me.
Just
any team that I could feel myself fitting in well on. A team that I know I could go to and produce, and not have to really play behind anybody.
But I know a lot of kids say that it doesn't really matter as long as I'm in the NBA. But, obviously you've had a dream of you in, like, Lakers uniform or a New York uniform. Like, what team would it be?
It would definitely have to be the home team, Raptors.
Raptors.
I'd want to stay in Toronto.
But Toronto sucks. You would change the culture?
Yeah. Have to,
yeah. Yeah, you think you could change the culture? If DeRozan can't change it, you think you could change it?
But me and DeRozan would be different.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough. You heard it here. So, all right, let's talk a little bit about NBA. So, who's your favorite team in the NBA right now?
I don't have a favorite team.
You don't have a favorite team?
No.
Do you watch the NBA heavily?
Yes.
Yes, you
definitely.
do.
But in the finals, I was going for the Cavs, definitely. I want to see LeBron do good.
Okay.
I think he's one of the greatest.
So you're a LeBron fan? You're a LeBron fan? Put it there. Okay. Fan. All right. So what do you think about Kevin Durant moving to Golden State after getting beat at OKC? Like, would you ever do that? Would you, like, play for Crestwood and then Oak Hill beats you and then you move to Oak Hill just to beat Crestwood?
Never. Like, honestly, I don't blame him. I'm like, okay, KD's going to leave. Right. We're fine with that. That's what players do. Right. He's not getting what he wants. He's going to go somewhere else. But I feel like it just makes him look like a coward that he left.
Right.
Not even just that he went to the Warriors, but it's that they're the team that beat them the year before. So, and they were up 3-1.
True. True.
One game could have changed all of this.
That's very
true. If they won one more game,
that's true.
We wouldn't be talking about any of this.
Very true.
So I think that, or he could have at least waited one more year or something like that.
True.
But I think doing that being his last game played, and then the next year he's like, okay, I'm gonna join this team.
Right.
And they were already arguably the best team in the league at the point.
Right.
And he went to go join them to get a ring. So I don't know. And people say LeBron did the same thing. I feel like it's not the same.
No, how is
he
it the
got
same?
a group of guys
Right.
and went to a team. He didn't go to the best team in the league.
Right.
So it's whatever. But it's just basketball, honestly. Like, I feel like people take it way more seriously than they should.
What
like,
it is.
it's a big deal, but
Right.
it's a
game.
round ball.
Right,
Like, come
right,
on.
right. It's a game. Okay, so talking about it's a game. You were rooting for the Cavs. The Cavs are now looking like they're just coming apart.
Yeah.
You know, Kyrie has come out and said he doesn't want to play with LeBron. LeBron is pretty pissed. Kyrie is now chilling with Steph, making videos, dancing videos or whatever, mocking LeBron. Talk about, how you feel about the LeBron and Kyrie dynamic right now. Are you worried for the Cavs? Do you think the Cavs are gonna keep Kyrie? You think they're gonna trade him? Like, what do you think is gonna
Honestly,
happen?
I'm not worried about the Cavs. Well, I'm worried about the Cavs, but I'm not worried about LeBron because he's just gonna keep on building on his legacy. And to me, I feel like it seems like Kyrie's almost ungrateful. Because he's been to, I don't know, what is it, three straight championships?
Three straight
And
finals.
then you want to leave?
Right.
Like, because I get it, he's playing in someone's shadow, but it's not like people see Kyrie as a sidekick. Like, he's an all-star in himself, so why not play with another great all-star? Like,
True.
So, to me, it doesn't really make sense. Like, why would you want to go to a worse team just so you could shine more? Like, he was already having 30-point, 40-point games in the finals. Like, what more do you want? Like, I don't really get that. So.
Very true.
So it's his decision, though.
Okay.
He's not getting paid.
That's Jahcobi's thoughts on the NBA. So my next question to you is, what are you doing from this point on? So now it's off season, AAU's finished. Prep school, you're back to prep school. It's around the corner in September. So what do you do in your August? What are you going to be doing to get better?
My August, after the July live period, we played a lot of basketball from all the way till April through July. So I rested for like about a week, and I didn't really rest, honestly. I tried to rest because I'm like, my knees are taking like a pounding, and like I've really been going hard, but I probably stopped playing basketball for 2 days and I just couldn't take it. I was back in the weight room, back getting shots up, but August is like a very important month to me. I usually go down to Florida for the month and I work out over there with my old trainer. That's Mike. He works with Dynasty Drills. So I work out with him and I visit family and stuff like that. But it's really just a grind all throughout August to get ready for the season. Okay. All right. So you're going to keep working. And last question I have for you before we start our flash segment is, what is your favorite? Okay, so this is a two-part question. What is your favorite playing shoe? What is your favorite shoe of all time? My favorite playing shoe would have to be any Kobe. Kobe's are the best basketball shoe ever made.
Kobe's. Why Kobe's?
Just the consistency. The comfort is always there. Okay. The traction and the style, obviously. So those would have to be my favorite playing shoe. All right, well, Kobe Bryant, you heard it. Hit this guy up. He supports your shoes. I hate Kobe's, to be honest with you. But okay, so what do you think is the greatest shoe of all time? Like, what is your favorite shoe? If you had to narrow it down to one, you could only wear one this whole month, what would it be? Easily, it would have to be Prestos. Those are my favorite shoes. Prestos? Prestos. I don't wear Jordans like that. I don't wear Jordans. What basketball player wears Prestos? I'll wear Prestos. Prestos? Like, what just are to Prestos? Hang out. Prestos are Nike, the most comfortable shoes you'll ever wear. So I have about 4 pairs of them, and I won't ever stop wearing those. All right, well, you heard it here. Mr. Presto himself, Jahcobi Neath. We're about to start our flash segment. Okay, so we got Mr. Basketball Live's flash segment. It's 30 seconds. Just off the top of the dome, we're trying to get to know you. So I'm gonna give you 2 answers to a question, and you're gonna give me 1 answer, and it's gonna let me know
who you are as a basketball player.
All right.
Okay, so you ready?
Yeah.
Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
Jordan or Kobe?
Jordan.
Jordan. Okay. LeBron or Kevin Durant?
LeBron.
Steph or Kyrie? Kyrie.
Yes.
All day over Steph?
I don't like Steph.
You don't like Steph? Okay, but who's the better player?
Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie is better than Steph. How? No, we gotta know this. Stop the clock. We gotta know this. How?
All right. Steph might be the better player.
Okay.
But if I had to choose, I'd definitely taking Kyrie because Steph just plays too pretty for me. Like, I don't like how he plays. Like, he doesn't seem like a dog on the court. Like, he just all like finesse and like fade away, like jump shots, and like his tongue's always out. Like, I hate it. It's annoying to me.
Okay, so who would you? All right, so back to our segment. Steph or Ray Allen?
Ray Allen.
Hassan Whiteside or Blake Griffin?
Blake Griffin.
Derrick Rose or Russell Westbrook in their prime?
Russell Westbrook, because he seems more like outgoing, like he'll actually speak to me. Derrick
Okay.
Rose just seems like he's in his own zone.
Okay.
And Westbrook would get me like fired up and make me want to play hard.
So you would go with Westbrook.
I'll go with Westbrook.
So who would you want to guard?
Who I want to guard?
Yeah, like who would be the tougher guard? Derrick Rose or Russell?
Westbrook would be the tougher guard.
You think so over Derrick Rose in his prime?
Yeah.
Non-injury.
Westbrook's going coast to coast, like no chilling.
Derrick Rose does the same thing. You didn't see what he did to Dragic?
Yeah, but Westbrook's doing that now. Like,
True.
I think Westbrook right now in his prime is better than Derrick Rose was.
Wow.
Yeah, because all those triple doubles, like,
True.
Like that's crazy.
Very true.
Like,
but do you think that if Derrick Rose played with Kevin Durant, he would have won championships?
Nah, it would be like the same outcome.
Same thing?
Yeah.
Think so?
Westbrook's a better player.
But
and he had a better jumper. Derrick Rose's jumper wasn't that great.
True.
So,
very true.
Yeah.
There you have it. My man Jahcobi Neath, thank you for coming through.
Thanks for having me.
And good luck to your career. Basketball Live.
Basketball Live.
Mr. Basketball Live.